We're joined by John Deere Managing Director Luke Chandler to talk about how innovation and agtech is changing the way we farm. Hi Luke, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
John Deere is the world leader in farm machinery. What guides your research and development decisions?
Yeah, look, it's a great question. I think the reason I'm sitting here in the cab of one of our tractors today is when we think about research, innovation, development, it's all about thinking through the eyes of our customers. So when we're looking at trying to make customers more profitable and more sustainable, what are the things that we can be doing? What are the problems that we can be looking to solve? What are the opportunities for farmers to get more profitability out of their production system through our product?
As you said, innovation is clearly critical. So what does ag farm equipment look like in 20 years and what does this mean for farmers?
Yeah, that's a really hard one to answer. Obviously, it's hard to know what anything will look like in 20 years. There's so much change at the moment. Technology's running so fast in so many industries. Even take iPhones, have only been around for around 14 years. So I think what we look at is what are the issues that are going to be really important for our farmers and our customers. So issues like sustainability that we've touched on, like traceability, like profitability, and then even things like labour challenges are increasingly on farmers' minds. So when we think through those, we try and think about what are the products that we need to supply our customers to help them through this. And so, I think historically there's been a focus with agricultural machinery about bigger, faster, more efficient machinery. And increasingly the focus is shifting towards manufacturing and building products like smarter machines that can make farmers be more precise, to limit the input usage and all those sorts of things. So I think to solve those themes and those problems, we're seeing this shift around bigger and more efficient machinery to smarter machinery.
As you say, Luke, that's a real mindset shift. So how do you see sustainability influencing technology and innovation in the future?
Yeah, obviously sustainability is an issue that is increasingly important for all of us. There's probably two key ways we think about it at John Deere. Internally, about our own business. We manufacture all over the world. So what are the innovations and technologies we can be looking at to help make our own business more sustainable? So the use of robotics in manufacturing, for example, to create more efficient processes and reduce our own footprint. And then the second way we think about sustainability is investing in innovation to help make our customers more sustainable. An example of that is a couple of years ago we purchased a company in the Silicon Valley called Blue River Technology. This company specializes in deep learning algorithms, in machine learning, and we believe we can use that technology and embed it onto our hard iron of John Deere machines to help make our farmers more profitable and more sustainable. So the way that would work is if you embed these deep learning algorithms onto the camera in a sprayer, as the sprayer moves through the field, it can tell the difference between a weed and a plant, and in trials can reduce herbicide use by as much as 70%. So obviously that means more money in farmers' pockets and also lowers the footprint of agriculture around the world. So it creates a real win-win, if you like.
Wow, that's incredible. So can I ask you, do you see the future of electric technology as an alternate energy source in ag equipment?
Yeah, I think it will be, Claudine, absolutely. I mean, we see electric vehicles more prevalent in general, in cars, etc. And I think in agriculture, it's increasingly, we're looking for solutions there. I think, in some of our products, we have multiple fuel sources where we're using petrol, but we're also using more electricity throughout the machine. And I think over time, that's only going to become more prevalent as the technology improves. One of the biggest challenges and question marks here is what does the machine form look like moving forward? So as I said earlier, historically the focus has been on bigger, faster and more efficient machines. But as we move forward with autonomous vehicles, with machine learning, we may see machine forms change and we might have multiple smaller machines, in which case it would make electric vehicles more valid, if you like, in terms of that opportunity.
As you've said, Luke, there's a lot of changes ahead. How important is infrastructure to the future success of ag equipment, ag tech in general, and farmers?
When we think about how Australian farmers compete on the world stage, they need access to that connectivity to be able to use the technology to its optimal performance. So certainly this is really critical to make sure we see Australian farmers remaining competitive globally, and certainly something that we hope to see continued investment in across the country. So when you take, for example, autonomous tractors, those have been around for a number of years, but it's increasingly the ecosystem around that tractor to make it work in the field relies on satellite navigation, relies on connectivity and those sorts of things. So I think this is a really key challenge for Australian agriculture.
Thanks so much for your time today, Luke.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. It's a really exciting time to be involved in Australian agriculture.
Field days are going to look very different with the trend towards smaller machinery.
Yes, and I'm interested to see what will happen in the electric technology space.